Yeah, that's right. That's right. The DLNR Boating and Recreation Safety Radio. And speaking of safety, we are approaching the National Safe Boating Week, May 19th and May 25th. We have some wonderful gentlemen in the house today. How y'all doing?
Just fine, thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Why don't you introduce yourselves to all of our listeners and viewers?
Okay, I'm Roland Zwicky.
And I'm Chief Warrant Officer Greg Babst, United States Coast Guard.
Awesome, awesome. So, so National Safe Boating Week. Tell me about National Safe Boating Week coming up. May 19th to the 25th, is that right?
That is correct, and it's in essence, it's a get-together to make sure that boaters are safe. It's meant to be once a year. Just make sure that boaters are safe, know the right equipment to use, and so forth. So in Hawaii, for example, boaters are now required to also pass a class in safe boating, and we offer that as well. For free. Yes.
For free. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, free. There's that four-letter word. That other four-letter word, free, ladies and gentlemen, free. That's pretty good. But is there any materials that they have to get as well, or is it totally free?
We do ask that we get a little bit of money to cover the cost of the material. That's all.
Okay, so do they get like an encyclopedia, or is it one book? Or?
I would consider it more like a book rather than an encyclopedia.
Okay, right on.
But we do have a bunch of classes, some of them meant for boaters in general, and one specific class that's meant for people that have sailboats, and then a short class meant for people that use paddle boards, so forth. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now you mentioned you had a bunch of different classes. Could you kind of expand on that, and let us know what type of classes these are?
Since you asked, let me be more specific. We have a class that's called Boating Skills and Seamanship. That's meant for power boaters.
Oh, okay.
And it takes about 8 to 13 hours to teach that.
Wow.
So it's a one-day class.
That's right. They better bring their lunch.
Yeah, there you go. Another class we have also, this one is meant for all boaters. It's called About Boating Safely.
Oh, okay.
And then that's an 8-hour class. Also takes most of the day.
Yeah. Got to punch in, huh? Punch in 8 hours.
We make sure that you get it. There you go. There you go. Then for the sailors, we have Sailing Skills and Seamanship.
Okay.
That's about, again, 8 to 13 hours, depending on the modules and so forth. We can elaborate on that a little bit.
Awesome.
We have a class called the Weekend Navigator, meant for all boaters, also 8 to 13 hours.
Wow, okay.
But then Suddenly in Command is sort of an interesting class because that is meant for your better half. Meaning that if
the boss,
exactly, the admiral.
The admiral, the one that can put you in the doghouse.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
So that means if you, as the captain, fall overboard, the admiral, your better half, has now the capability to figure out what to do next.
Wow.
If you're lucky, you'll get retrieved from the water.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Nice, nice. So those are all the classes right now?
Those are most of the classes. We have a couple of more that have to do with navigation. Those are specific using GPS or celestial navigation, and that's about it.
Now, if they want to get more information, and this being the digital age and everything, is there like a website that they can go to and check that out?
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah, glad you asked.
What would that website be? Huh?
So that's uscgaux.org for ORG. So USCGAUX is United States Coast Guard Auxiliary. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So why don't we say that one more time so we can all remember?
USCGAUX.org.
Look at that. She's spoken like a true DJ right there. Right on, right on. So, hey, talk about, we actually have some events coming up next week, right? At some different locations?
That is correct. On the 19th, on Saturday, we will have a booth and a tent at West Marine.
West Marine. Where
So-
exactly is that, if I may ask?
It's on Nimitz, where
Sand Island?
on Sand Island.
Sand
yes.
Island.
Yeah, right,
Okay,
right.
okay,
yeah.
Sand
So, okay, and it's across where Kmart used to be. Across the
Oh,
street from
yeah, Kmart.
yeah,
Used to be.
used to
I think
be.
it's
isn't
Ross
it?
now, is that right?
That is.
Oh, that's
Ross?
right.
Ross.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I think
right.
it's
You're
Right
right.
next to Zippy's.
I'm a Ross.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm a Ross head, just so you know. If I see a Ross, I gotta go in. Even if I don't do anything, I get the shopping cart. I walk around. I end up with nothing, and I walk out. You know what I mean? It's just. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you guys are a Ross head, go ahead and I'm a Ross head and comment right there on Facebook Live right there. Right on, right on. So besides West Marine on the 19th, are there any other events planned?
On the following day, we are planning to do some ramp watches. What that means is in Kaneohe, we'll do some vessel examinations. Those are free,
Okay.
and you get a sticker. And the idea there is to make sure you have all the necessary safety equipment.
Ah.
And if
There
you
you
don't,
go.
for example, it's not held against you, but at least you know what you ought to get should the Coast Guard board your vessel.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So so just getting prepared.
And that's the sticker you're going
Let
to
me check
get.
that out. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and do that zoom right now. Check that out. Wow, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Vessel Safety Check 2018. That's right. Wow, it's kind of like a safety check, except not on my car, on the boat.
It's on the boat, yes, exactly.
Now, where
Right.
on the boat do they put that sticker, if I may ask?
Typically on the, I was going to go say the port side, the left-hand side of the boat.
left-hand
On
side.
the, if there is a windshield, put it
Okay.
on there.
Okay,
On
so
the
it's on the
side
windshield.
of the boat, yeah, or the side of the boat if it
Oh.
doesn't have a windshield.
Okay, so I'm assuming that these stickers are waterproof.
Oh yes,
You got it.
absolutely,
Ah,
absolutely.
Very good.
yeah.
Waterproof, ladies and gentlemen. Waterproof. Made in China. No, I'm kidding. all right, all right. So, hey, you know, let's talk to Greg Babst. How you doing?
Doing great today.
All right. So I was told, you know, we're sitting down in the lobby earlier, and I was told that you folks work hand in hand. So
Yes.
tell our viewers and listeners, you know, exactly how you folks work together.
All right, so Roland's part of the Coast Guard Auxiliary, which is volunteer service. It's made up of a bunch of members that volunteer their time to help the United States Coast Guard out, perform the missions that we have to support. A lot of their due diligence is right for boating safety. So they're there to help the public prepare and be ready to go out and perform on the water.
Wow. Okay. 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 So you are Coast Guard. You're the Coast Guard guy, right?
I am Coast Guard active duty.
My goodness. And just so you folks know, I saw so much medals on his shirt. It's unreal, unreal. And he told me what each and every single one of them meant. Amazing.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But you know, tell people a little bit about some boating safety tips that you think they should have, and also you was telling me about how different type of vessels, like certain things are now considered vessels. Things that I would have never even thought about, ladies and gentlemen. But I'll let the experts talk to you about it.
All right, so again, everybody that's out there on the water, there's different types of boating for being out there. A lot of Hawaii is a lot of recreational boating and commercial boating, and then there's the people that are out here basically for a vacation, and they're grabbing paddle boards.
Right. Paddle boards.
And people need to understand that a paddle board can be considered a vessel if they're outside a swim area.
Really?
So if they're outside that swim area, then they need to have the proper life jackets on board and the proper safety equipment. So just in case something does happen out at sea, that they're able to call the Coast Guard or call somebody for help so we can come out and save them.
Wow. Okay. Okay. And any other besides paddle boards? Any other?
So
other
a lot of your boating safety that's going on, we target those boats when they're out there to make sure that they're in compliance with all safety regulations. So if they are going out of Kaneohe Bay, Kewalo, Kehi, even up in Haleiwa, They need to make sure that they've got the proper safety equipment on their vessel for the type and size of vessel that they have.
Oh, okay.
And then the Coast Guard Auxiliary helps them do that. So that's a huge part of what Roland and his team do, and what they're going to be at these boat ramps and checking the gear and making sure they're compliant with those safety regulations that the Coast Guard enforces. These guys will do it free. If we catch you out there on the water and you don't have it, you get
$1
a ticket.
million,
You
ladies
got
and
it. You got it. You get a
$1
ticket.
million.
So it's better that Ox gets you than we get you.
Yeah.
In fact, that's just the bill, ladies and gentlemen. $1 million is $1 billion, something like that. Something like that. All right. That could buy a lot of boats. Couldn't that buy a lot of boats? That could buy a lot of boats. Well, where exactly are you stationed as far as you know?
So I'm at Coast Guard Station Honolulu, and it is down on Sand Island on the big base, the big Coast Guard base that's down there with the Sector Honolulu.
Nice. I always wanted to get on one of those boats and shoot that big water gun. You think we can make that happen one
We
day?
could probably make that happen.
We can make that happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Al, man.
I can't wait.
Unreal. That's right. Just in time for summer, ladies and gentlemen. Right on. Is there anything else you folks would like to add and talk about boating safety to our viewers and listeners?
The one thing that I think many people don't understand yet is that stand-up paddle boards are considered a vessel, meaning you need to comply with the necessary boating laws if you operate outside a swimming area.
Oh.
So,
okay.
but nowadays that's fairly simple to do. For example, you need a whistle if you go
Right.
one.
Whistle.
Here is one. Look at the size.
Oh.
Look at the size of it.
Can I blow it?
Yes, you can. Try
Really?
it. It's very loud.
I'm not
It
sure.
is very loud. Yeah.
Hey now.
So the idea is you need to be able to hear it up to half a mile.
Right, right.
But you can see it's easy to carry, right?
You can put it on a keychain actually.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay, keychain.
So there's hardly an excuse not to have that.
Right.
And
exactly.
for PFDs, meaning life jackets and so forth, a fanny pack will do.
Really, just fanny pack?
Well, if you're on a paddleboard. Of course, if you're on a regular boat, you need Coast Guard approved
So
life jackets.
portable
Yeah,
life jacket.
Exactly.
Fanny pack.
Yeah. Well, fanny pack it depends. As if it's Coast Guard approved, it's considered, I believe, a Type 3.
Yes, a Type
yeah,
3, yeah.
it's a Type 3, so,
Type 3.
but it needs to be Coast Guard approved.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. So, gentlemen, thank you so much for being a part of our show. I'd like to.
I got one. My last.
Oh,
one
what
last
you got a question? Oh, Al got a question.
Oh.
My goodness. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He talks.
Is this guy a professional wrestler?
Oh.
Can this guy stand up, please, for Facebook Live?
Wait a minute. I can't even see you in the shot. Come over here, man. Come over here, and so they know who you are, Mr. Al, Mr.
I think
Mystery Man.
both of them should
That's right.
stand next
In fact,
to each other.
I think they should. I think this is a Facebook.
Yeah, right.
Wow! Facebook moment, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You heard it first right here on the Freelance Entertainment Show, ladies and gentlemen. You guys want to give any shout outs to your loved ones and stuff like that? Say hello.
Frankly speaking,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
Go ahead. The world is listening.
Yeah, all right. This goes to my substantially better half, Kozumi.
Ah,
Yeah, I wanted to thank her for having enough patience to let me go and do some volunteer work with the Coast Guard.
Ah,
It's
nice,
pretty important.
nice,
So
nice,
yes,
nice.
thank you.
And how about you, Mr. Babst?
Yeah, I'll do a real big shout out. Wife Stephanie Babs, even she's commenting on Facebook Live right now.
I love it. You never know who's going to show up at my show. I never know who's going to show up at my show, ladies and gentlemen. For more information, once again, give me that website.
uscgox.org.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and check that out right now. And make sure you boat safe and boat smart on National Safe Boating Week. Ain't that right, Al? All right.
And
That's right.
the following time throughout the whole year. Be safe on the water.
Yes, of course, of course. Every day is Boating Safety Week.
There you
Whoa,
go.
that didn't make sense. Did that make sense?
It's close.
Oh, very close. Anyway, anything happens right here. Once again, thank you so much for being part of our show.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you so
inviting
much.
us.
Definitely. More music right now. Corporate sponsors first. We're going to do it with the corporate sponsors right now, but we'll be right back.
This is Melinda.